teachers, I have a really cool tool to share with you today, brought to you by Miss Lincoln, the testing coordinator over at Clark Middle School. Thank you, Miss Lincoln, for this awesome tool. It is called Helperbird.com. It is a Chrome extension that we're going to install in our browser, and it is going to give us all kinds of features to assist with reading. One thing I noticed right away is that it looked a lot like Immersive Reader, and that's because it is. It has a whole lot of Immersive Reader built into it. Let's dive into it here and see what features are available to us in the Helperbird.com extension. We are going to go get this from the Chrome web store. You can see I've already got it installed. So if I didn't, I would click install right there. And then what it's going to do is it's going to pop it up here. That one right there. That puzzle piece tool is what I'm clicking on. When I click on that, I can then click on the Helperbird extension and it pops up my little Helperbird menu. So what Helperbird is going to do is it's going to make reading a website, for instance, like those online textbooks that everybody's using, or a PDF. It works in PDFs as well. It's going to give us all kinds of accommodations to assist in reading. In order to take a look at this, we are going to pop over to a website here with a very interesting and exciting topic on is the Ark of the Covenant in Aksum, Ethiopia. But as you can see, the website is not exciting. Okay, the website is tiny text and it's boring. What we're going to do is we are going to use Helperbird to try to check out what we can do to make this better. So let's start with our reading options. The first thing we can do is we can change the different font, the text size, the word, and the letter spacing. So let's do that. So let's go over here to our menu. We can change the font. If we want to change the font, we have lots of options here. I like this Open Dyslexic Bold. Okay, we can also change the text size. So you can see right now it's recognizing it as extra small. We can try to make that text a little bit bigger and easier to read. There we go, right off the bat. We've got this website easier to read, but we can increase the spacing between words. It's set to extra small. We can drag that out. We can also increase the letter spacing. So we're doing lots of things to change this text and make it more readable for the student. So I'm going to turn these features back off, things, and I don't want interference from those. We have options for the paragraphs, which gives us borders. If we go back over here, we can go to the paragraphs menu and we can turn on borders. And what that's going to do is it's going to put borders around the separate paragraphs. And maybe that's going to help you while you're directing a classroom full of students saying, hey, I want everybody on the third paragraph. It's the third box of text down. Reading teachers, maybe there's another great reason why paragraph borders are important. We have styles and colors that we can change. Boom, we could change the text color to blue if we want to. We are going to skip over the reading tools for now and come back to that because that's probably the thing we're going to spend the most time on. So let's take a look at dyslexia tools. We've got an overlay, intent, and also a dyslexia ruler, which is like a little reading bar that you use to follow along with your reading. Let's go down here to dyslexia tools. So what the overlay is, like I've seen students before that had to have like a blue overlay that they put over their test document. Somehow that helped their eyes see it better. So you can add that kind of thing here. We can change the intensity of that blue color with this brightness bar. Oh no, the ruler. We didn't look at the ruler. I love the ruler. So there's our dyslexia ruler there. And it does have a couple settings too that we can change. We can change the color. Maybe we want a red ruler and maybe we want it to be just a little bit bigger. Ruler settings, follow cursor. Let's try that. There we go. That's what I need. So I do need follow cursor. So I can just move my mouse up and down the page here and the little highlight bar is following me, helping me stay up with where I'm at, where I'm reading. I love this. We're also going to look at the high contrast. All right, high contrast. Display options. I can turn that on and boom, I'm getting it changed over to this inverted grayscale. Set it to grayscale. Lots of options here. 5 options. There's yellow on black also. All right, we're turning off display options. And we are going to go back up here to the reading tools and we are going to now take a look at the Immersive Reader. With the free Immersive Reader, I can just click open here and it doesn't do anything. All right, it's going to say Immersive Reader is loading and then it's going to give me an error message because I have more than 2,000 characters. What I have to do is click and drag and highlight that paragraph, and now I can click Immersive Reader and boom, what it does is it brings us over to a new window here where we have our same highlighted paragraph opened in Immersive Reader. What this is going to do is it's going to give us a lot of stuff. First of all, yes, it's going to give us the audio recording there. We can click on these words. We can listen to just one word if I'm not sure what that word says.
According.
There we go. This one has got a picture and it's showing something being passed down as a tradition, preserved. Okay, that's got some little visual dictionary stuff going on there. It's giving us some images to help us understand the meaning of the word as well as
preserve,
as well as that audio playback. Centuries, again, we've got another visual aid on this. And all we have to do is hit play, and it is going to allow us to listen to this as we read through it. I'm going to click back up here, and let's get rolling.
According to Ethiopian tradition, the Ark of the Covenant is preserved in the ancient holy city of Aksum.
Notice how that highlighted word that it's currently reading is following along with us there, like the little red bouncing ball.
Aksum. For centuries, the great relic was kept in the Church of Mary of Zion, where the Emperor Ieyasu is recorded as having seen it and spoken to it in 6.
We've got some options up here, some text preferences, where we can change the theme color similar to as we could in those other display options. We can increase the spacing, which you can see it is turned on. The spacing between the letters and the words is a little bit bigger automatically in Immersive Reader because it's trying to make it easier for your struggling readers. We have a few font options here, and we also have text size where we can make it even larger if we need to. We've got some color options here as well. Maybe we need to go to the yellow theme. We've got grammar options, which is going to, let's see, parts of speech. Oh, so we could highlight different parts of speech in different colors if we wanted to. We can break larger words down into syllables. Oh my goodness, that's cool. Reading preferences, we can turn on the line focus. Oh, I love it. Picture dictionary is already on. We saw some of those. So now we've got all these cool features turned on, and I'm going to go back and press play again, and I'm going to keep reading along.
In 1691. Now it is kept in the Chapel of the Tablet, which was built beside the church during the reign of the last Emperor Haile Selassie. The relic is entrusted to a single guardian, who burns incense before it and recites the biblical book of Psalms. No one else can approach it, including the high priest of Aksum.
You see this arrow up here? This is how I get back out of here. So this is really great and cool and all, but if your kids are stuck or maybe they want to move on to another paragraph, we're just going to click the back arrow to get back out of there. And then I'm ready to go read paragraph 2. I can highlight that over here, open it in Immersive Reader. And now I'm ready to continue learning. Okay, I also want to take a look at translation because that is a big deal, a big need these days. So we've got this translate tool here, which is also built into Helperbird. We can click this open and we have all these different language options. Let's say that we want to put it in Vietnamese. So all we do is click that flag. Notice it said settings save, but it didn't do anything because I got to hit this blue translate website button. So now it has taken all of the text on this website that we were looking at and it has translated it into Vietnamese. By the way, all it did was open it in a new tab. So it used a Google Translate to open this website in a new tab with it in this new language. All I have to do is close that tab out and go back to my first original tab, and I have the original website here. Going back here to wrap this up. All right, gang, that was helperbird.com. It is a Chrome web browser extension. It is providing all of these different accommodation tools for our students when they are reading on the Chromebook. Again, we have all these different text options for the reading options, the paragraph borders, the text color and background color, text to speech, and we also have the Immersive Reader as well as those dyslexia and high contrast tools. Hey, Mr. Brown approved here. Loving helperbird.com. And again, thank you to Miss Lincoln, the CTC at Clark Middle School, for this fantastic tool. But Mr. Brown, how will we use this tool? If you think it's something you want to use, what we're going to actually have to do is get the technology department to push it out to students. So if you want to try this out with your group of kids, you'll want to put in a help desk ticket to technology and ask to have the helperbird.com extension pushed out to your students. Thank you very much for your time learning here, and I hope you're excited about checking out helperbird.com with your students.